Day 1, Have You Any Room? Rediscovering Christmas. Day 1, No Room in the End. Imagine the scene. Bethlehem is overflowing with travelers because Caesar Augustus ordered the census. Streets are crowded, inns are fully booked, and the sense of urgency fills the air. Mary and Joseph arrive after a long and exhausting journey from Nazareth. Mary is 9 months pregnant and her due date is soon. They search desperately for a place to stay, knocking on door after door, only to be met with the same response, no room here. Finally, they find shelter in a stable, a place intended for animals, not for the birth of a child, let alone the Son of God. Amidst the hay, the smell of livestock, and the humble surroundings, Jesus enters the world. The King of Kings makes his grand entrance, not in a stable, but in a lowly manger. It's astonishing to consider that so many people have missed this monumental event. The Savior of the world was born right under their noses, yet they were too preoccupied with their own lives to notice. The innkeeper and the townspeople of Bethlehem were not hostile. They were simply indifferent and too busy to make room for Jesus. He was the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. John 1:10-11. Just like the inns of Bethlehem, our hearts can become so crowded that there's no room left for Jesus. We may unintentionally push him aside, thinking we have time for him later. But Jesus doesn't force his way into our lives. He waits patiently for us to invite him in. Making room for Jesus doesn't require abandoning all of our activities. Instead, it's about prioritizing him in our daily lives. This could be as simple as setting aside time daily to pray, read the Bible, and reflect on his love. It means being mindful of his presence and allowing him to be at the center of all we do. This Christmas, let's challenge ourselves to be different from the innkeepers who turned Mary and Joseph away. Let's open our hearts and lives to Jesus, giving him the place to honor he deserves. And we make room for him. We experience the fullness of his peace, joy, and love. Gifts far greater than any we might ever find under the tree. Our reflection. In what ways has busyness crowded out the space for Jesus in your life? What practical steps can you or we take to initially make room for him during this season? How might our perspectives on Christmas change by focusing more on Jesus? God bless.